Hey everyone, it's Sonic Wolf and welcome to the final episode of Super Mario Galaxy 2. Today we're going to look at some bonus features and also some extra content. I did mention it a few times in my previous videos, so let's get to the bottom of the surface and see what else we can dig up for the final episode of this entire LP. To start things off, we're going to have a game over screen. As you can see here, the color of the text is slightly different, and also the aspect ratio has been fixed. There's really not much I could say to start things off. Next up is the Cosmic Spirit. Now, she is a representation of Rosalina, but she is not really helpful, and trust me. At a certain checkpoint and a certain galaxy based on the Mario Wiki, there will be a Cosmic Spirit appearing, and she will guide you to get the star. Now, it's basically programmed by the AI or the computer, and it's basically doing its job for you so that you can either go to the bathroom while the game is playing all by itself. So it is kind of cool. However, the consequences is that you will get a bronze star. Now, collecting bronze stars are possibly the worst things you can do. They can still count towards your power star count, however, it won't let you get a crown on a galaxy. And you can still do the green star missions, which is also kind of cheap. And also, it will not unlock the Grand Star Galaxy. So for my recommendation, never go to the Cosmic Spirit and never get any bronze stars. This next part is very exclusive to the Wii version because that's what I'm playing it on, and that is the Bank Toad. Now, the Bank Toad is basically like an account where you can withdraw and deposit star bits, so I actually find it a pretty cool aspect towards the game. Also, if you have like 3 separate files, the star bits can contribute to all 3 save files, which is also pretty cool. The Bank Toad itself would have many different costumes. It just really depends on how many star bits are inside the Bank Toad. So as you can see on the screen right now, this is the amount of star bits that will be for each Toad based on a specific costume. As an added bonus, if you get a total of 9,999 star bits, all the green coconuts would turn into watermelons. It's the exact same thing in the first Mario Galaxy game, but instead of the Bank Toad getting the star bits for you, it's you withdrawing star bits. Now, I tried looking this up, and there is no bonus if you get a total of 9,999 coins. Now, me personally, I don't really recommend this. I don't know what will happen if you max out on a lot of coins. If you want to get a high amount of star bits, this is the method. Go to Fluffy Bluff Galaxy, do Mission 1 as normal. You want to start by going into the pipe, getting a lot of coins here, and then go up into that launch star for you to see the Hungry Luma, get all these coins, and get the star from the secret mission. Here you can get over 100 coins. Do this about 70 or 80 times, and you can get the maximum amount of coins. Now, trust me, I do not recommend this at all. The one thing that I didn't really bring up or even knew about is the 1-up transfer. Now, whenever you turn the game on, talk to the Mailman Toad, and you'll get 5 1-ups. Now, go back into the title screen, select a different profile, talk to the Mailman Toad, and as you can see here, the 1-ups that are from a previous save file will get transferred into a new save file. Now, keep repeating this, and you get a total of about 99 1-ups. However, it will take way longer than just jumping on a Koopa back in the Supermassive Galaxy. Now, I really like this aspect of 1-up transferring, and it will be kind of helpful for, you know, families that are somewhat either good or bad at this game. Now, I really like this 1-up transfer. It's a really cool mechanic. I just wish I would have known it earlier. Alright, now let's talk about Lubba. Now, I'm going to guess that her favorite number is 7. So if you get a total of 77 power stars, she will kind of sing along with it and just say that 77 is her favorite number. And it's also the same thing if you get 7 on a specific digit of the star bits. So yeah, I actually find that pretty cool though. This next topic here, I am really dreading this. It is something very controversial, and it's something that I really don't want to mention. However, for the sake of this bonus feature, I'm gonna say it regardless. Now, Lubba as a character, there is no confirmation at the time about what Lubba's gender is. Now, there has been different regions and also in magazines and also some internet speculations about what her gender was, if it was either male or female. I actually thought it was male at the time. However, it was revealed on the re-release of Super Mario Galaxy 2 and the first one for the Nintendo Switch. It has been confirmed that Lubba is a female, so I didn't actually realize it at the time. So we now have proper confirmation. Oh, and speaking of which, there is also content that is only exclusive for the Nintendo Switch version, which is the re-release. There's also a storyboard, just like in the first Mario Galaxy game, about some kind of backstory between Rosalina and Lubba. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the game for the Switch. So here is the source from a person that I just found the footage from. However, way before this, there was also some extra content that was missing from the E3 trailer back in 2010. I have no idea why the backstory between Lubba and Rosalina was actually cut out, but I think there was a little bit of information from that based on the E3 trailer, where if you look at 2 seconds of that shot there, as you can see, it's pretty much just airships that are appearing out of a portal in space. Now, I don't know why they cut out that scene. Yeah, I think the developers just wanted to be safe. Just kind of focus a lot more on the controls, the gameplay, but not the story. Next thing I should bring up is Yoshi. Now, I've already shown that Yoshi is probably the better version when you play as him from the previous Mario games like Mario Sunshine. I've already shown the flutter glitch trick, and I've already tried to explain the technique on how to do it, so I'm not going to show a tutorial how to do it, you just figure it out yourself. Something that's also really weird is that you can also bring Yoshi, use the flutter glitch up the pole, and it is possible to defeat the boss, which is Bowser, as Yoshi, but it is really difficult. I would also like to mention is the cutscenes. When you're riding Yoshi, Mario and Yoshi would also do like a T-pose in the cutscene and just have like a freeze frame in it. That is because Mario and Yoshi were not really programmed in the last few cutscenes. So that's one of the main reasons you can see why the two characters are doing like a frozen T-pose. I really forgot to mention this after defeating Bowser. If you jump on Peach, she would reveal to have an umbrella. It's the same umbrella that she would bring back in Super Mario Sunshine, and I don't know if you can really see it in the footage, it's just, you could barely see the umbrella. There are 2 things I'm gonna bring up for Slimy Spring Galaxy. Now, inside this pipe here, there are 9 chests. They are not randomized. They contain either a 1-up, a Goomba, or 20 star bits. There is a special diving jump, and it was brought over from Super Mario Galaxy. You want to stand on the ledge, and on the bottom it's supposed to have water. If you do a backflip, Mario would just do a dive in the water. Speaking of jumps, if you have a green shell that is underwater, and if you hold the A button, like I said, hold the A button, go above the water surface, and then you launch yourself above the water surface. I've seen many people struggle with this, but it's a lot easier if you hold the A button. For some odd reason, there is no red shell. It was featured in the E3 trailer, and there was a red Koopa, and it was also in Super Mario Galaxy, so I have no idea why they removed a red shell, even if it was cool in the first game. I don't know, it's like they took out a lot of cool features from the first game and just didn't really add it into the second one. It's just really weird. Now there are 2 things left. Oh, and speaking of 2, let's talk about co-op mode. Basically, the second player, you play as a Luma. You could collect star bits, you could collect coins, 1-ups, you can hold enemies and spin them. You could also grab Lumas and shake them so you can get star bits. You can hold A at obstacles, you can hold A at chomps so they can crash into each other. I will admittedly say, 2-player mode, it's actually pretty cool, but I rarely use it. Now, I will admittedly say, they improved on the 2-player mode. And the last thing I should really bring up is the name. Yes, you heard that right. The name of Super Mario Galaxy. Now, I'm only going to bring this up for the Korean version, because apparently, it is actually called Super Mario Wii. I am not kidding. They really call it Super Mario Wii in the Korean version. I really don't know why, but I'm gonna have to guess they didn't want to trademark Galaxy into the title. However, in the re-release for the Switch version, they just put in Super Mario Galaxy as normal. Yeah, that's a really odd looking trivia. Alright, and that's possibly everything I can dig up for Super Mario Galaxy 2. I definitely had a lot of fun playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, and it's also really fun to express it to you guys, because this game is like a really big staple from my childhood. But despite having a lot of this adversity, I really do appreciate the positive feedback that you guys are giving me, from the likes to the comments that I've been reading. It really does help out a lot. So, this has been Sonic Wolf, and I'll see you guys next time on my next project. See you guys there.